Hi, I'm Melissa, your free range psychic, and today I am going to do a guided tarot reading on Justin Trudeau and the upcoming election for Prime Minister. It's going to take place October 21st, 2019. He's running against conservative Andrew Scheer and the leader of the New Democratic Party, Jagmeet Singh. And Trudeau is the leader of the Liberal Party. I am using the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. I'm using a simple Celtic cross, and when I do guided readings, I ask my guides to show me the cards psychically. Then I ask them why they chose those cards, and I tell you. I don't shuffle the deck in the conventional way and pick out the cards. I kind of, I don't know if I'm neutral about Trudeau or biased in one way or the other. I think he has a lot of progressive policies. At the same time, I think he's a little bit too friendly with the oil and gas industries. But that's my own bias because I'm very anti-fracking and I'm not unlike Rachel Maddow, who just published a book called Blowout about how the oil and gas industries have shaped our current politics in a very negative way and shaped the world in a negative way, responsible for climate change, for God's sake. Then, you know, you can see how I feel about that. But to be realistic, the majority of politicians, whatever you think of them, gas and oil are huge, influential players, and they refuse to be ignored. So that is just the nature, I think, of our politics right now. But I think we're fighting back somewhat. But you can't completely disparage a candidate because of their relationship with the gas and oil industries right now. It's the nature of politics. They wouldn't be able to run if they didn't have some kind of relationship with them. On the other hand, you do wish and hope that they use their influence, our leaders, to, you know, rein those industries in. And I think, I really should have researched that. I didn't. I don't know what progressive policies or green policies Trudeau is behind. So let me know, anybody who knows out there, especially you Canadians. I do have a sense that Scheer is being supported by the Russians. So, I mean, and that's what I mean about politics, that you can be really upset that one politician has some kind of relationship with a certain industry, but then you find out the other one is completely owned by them. Who are you going to choose? Somebody's got to come in there and lead. And the other thing my guides were telling me is that there's a lot of Russians, a lot of Russian spies in Canada, a lot of Russians just kind of trying to shape the politics there, and they're not supporting Trudeau. And we have a lot of Russians here too, as you know. They probably live in the White House or Mar-a-Lago for the most part. Those pesky Putin loyalists causing so much trouble for us all over the world. Subject card, Wheel of Fortune. My guides say this is the election coming up. The wheel and spin. We don't know where it's going to land. This is the world. This is Trudeau. This is Trudeau as current Prime Minister, and this is Trudeau wanting to stay as Prime Minister, wanting to stay in this position as a world leader. Recent past, this is the Seven of Swords. So as recent as September 18th, I think it came out that in I think 2001 or something, when Trudeau was a teacher at West Point academy in Vancouver, or I think maybe it was called West Point Grey Academy. He dressed up as Harry Belafonte in blackface, and there was a photograph taken of him, and it's a big hoopla and scandal, and he has apologized for it. So this card is to do with his reputation, previously unsullied, now is tarnished, and however, he's walking away with the majority of his reputation intact. It has been somewhat damaged by that photograph, but for the most part, it's not destroyed. It's just somewhat damaged, but for the most part, you know, it remains intact for the Canadian public. Underneath is Two of Wands. This is Trudeau looking at the two different potential results of the election. Either he wins or he loses. And he's looking at one direction, you know, what happens if I lose? How's my life going to go? What am I going to do? And then he's also looking at the other direction. What if I win? How's my life going to go then? And this is where he's at. And I guess anybody who's running for election is in this particular or has this particular perspective until the election happens. But this is very much where he is right now. Not knowing, not being sure what's going to happen. In the near future, Eight of Wands. My guides say this represents huge turnout in Canada for this election. I asked for the clarifying card, but I actually think that the outcome card, the two go together. So this is the King of Pentacles. This is Trudeau as Prime Minister, and he's maintaining his throne. This is the Sun. This means success. According to my guides, or what I'm hearing from my guides, because I could always be wrong, this is a prediction that Trudeau will win this election. My guides say that it's going to be very close, but because of the large turnout, Trudeau remains in his throne and he wins. I also asked for a card for Ciro and the other people running, but specifically really, or especially for Ciro, and they showed me the Three of Swords, so this is disappointment. This means he's going to lose. It's always a gamble when you predict an election. For sure, I could be wrong. Apologize if I am, but why not try? Why not see, you know, what's going to come up? And we'll see what happens. It is coming up soon. What other facts I wanted to say about Trudeau? He was born December 25th, 1971, to Pierre Trudeau, who had been Prime Minister. His mother, there's some kind of rumor that Trudeau is, she had an affair with Fidel Castro, and somehow Trudeau is, I think it's Fidel Castro or his brother, but somehow Justin Trudeau is a Castro. And that they look like. I don't know what the truth is, but interesting rumor. I also chose a angel card for us. 1 second, I'm going to get a sip of water. And the angel card is actually the Archangel Raphael. You are blessed to attract this angel. For Archangel Raphael brings health, healing, and abundance. He will help you to develop your intuition and your inner vision. Call on him if you need help in these areas now. He also protects travelers during journeys. So this is a fortuitous card if you're about to travel. If you are a healer or wish to become one, Archangel Raphael will direct pure divine energy to you. He works on the green ray of healing and balance. So visualize yourself surrounded by a clear green light and invoke his guidance. The affirmation is, I'm happy, healthy, and abundant. I think it's always nice, too, to burn a green candle or some candle of color for whatever resonates with whatever angel or spirit you're communing with or invoking. But if you're wanting to, say a prayer to Archangel, it's always nice to have a green candle for him. I hope everybody is well today, or whatever time of day this is reaching you. Again, I know I always end my videos like this, but I like to remind people I do personal readings. I do past life readings. I read on whatever present concerns you have, or whatever's going on in, regarding the past or future. I am a medium, and I will always be happy to try and connect with those who've passed over, and if they have not passed over, or if you're concerned, we can find out if they have passed over, and if they have not, I can try and help work with our guides to help them make their transition successfully. I love to introduce you to your guardian angels. And I want to say regarding my readings, because people do ask, I call myself a free-range psychic because I like to be fluid, meaning there's no, set structure. I will ask the angels anything, and whether they want to answer it or not, or how they want to answer it, is up to them. But literally, you can ask them anything through me. I can start a reading asking the guides what concerns they have for you, and we can go from there. Or you can just have a holistic questions and give them to me. I don't mind doing it that way either. I don't need any information beforehand. I don't need your birth date. I don't need a list of questions beforehand or anything like that. You're welcome to give them to me, but the way that the reading works is I will ask them at the time, and then let you know what I hear them saying. And we can do mixtures of readings. We can do guardian angels and past lives and other kinds of questions in one reading if we have time. I don't parse them out or anything like that. It's all just in the one time slot that we have. And I offer hour readings, but if you want to do half an hour, then I just charge half of whatever I would charge for an hour for you. The information on how to get in touch with me is below. You can email me, you can text me, you can message me through my Facebook page, Sacred Fire Psychic Readings, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. I love doing readings, so please reach out to me if you feel drawn to do that. It is Sunday, October 6th, 2019. It's so fun. I guess not funny, but it always strikes me when the equinoxes come in or the solstices come in. Sometimes the weather pattern will just change on a dime. So the equinox or the solstice will always bring in new energy, new weather. And that happened here. It was so hot. It was in the 80s up until the equinox, and now it's in the 60s and 50s. And all the leaves are changing. I'm in southeastern Michigan. Well, good luck to Canada. I do actually hope that Trudeau wins. I really do, because the alternative, which would be Scheer, would be not good. I've heard him compared to our Trump. Please, Canadians, at least keep on. Don't do what we did. Don't make the mistake we did, because that could be really disastrous. So I'm praying for you. Take care, and I will be back with you soon.